Hello, my manifestation people. My name is Bree, and welcome to my second video where I will be covering Lucky Girl Syndrome. Now, in my first video, I covered a lot of conceptual stuff. So in this one, I wanted to do something a little more fun and trendy. Many of you probably have heard of Lucky Girl Syndrome before, whether it be from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, but for those of you who haven't, what actually is Lucky Girl Syndrome? From the name, it almost sounds like it could be a medical condition of some sorts. But despite how it sounds, this would be the type of condition that you want to catch. Lucky Girl Syndrome is a mindset where you believe that everything is always working out for you perfectly and that you are the luckiest girl out there. I like Lucky Girl Syndrome because it is fun, feminine, and empowering. You can almost think of it like a very simplified version of law of assumption. Now, I'm sure most of you know people in your life who seem to use Lucky Girl Syndrome in reverse. They truly believe that they are unlucky, that bad things always happen to them, and that nothing ever works out for them. And as a result of this mindset, these people do tend to have the worst luck. And sometimes it'll just be the randomest things happening to them, like getting a parking ticket or falling and breaking their arm. And I'm sure most of you also have experienced this in days in your own life, where from start to finish, just nothing seems to be going your way. You wake up, get ready for work, go out to your car, and step in a pile of dog crap. Then you get in your car, drive to work, and you spill your coffee all over yourself. Now, we all know that spilling your coffee is the literal worst way to start the day. And at this point, you're probably thinking thoughts such as, I'm over this day already, I am so unlucky, why does this always happen to me? And at this point, you're irritable, you're anxious, you're upset. And as you go throughout your day, you will find that you're more likely to make mistakes or be irritable with the people in your life. And then things just kind of snowball from there. When practicing Lucky Girl Syndrome, you want to embody what it feels like to be the luckiest girl in the room. And you should start to notice more positive series of events happening to you on more and more days. Maybe the person in front of you in line at the coffee stand pays for your coffee, or you get offered free concert tickets, or maybe one of your investments takes off overnight and you make a lot of money off of it. Some common Lucky Girl affirmations are, I am the luckiest girl. Everything works out for me perfectly. The universe always aligns in my favor. I receive abundance effortlessly, and all my dreams are always coming true. You'll want to repeat these affirmations all throughout the day, and it's helpful to feel the way you would if you truly believed that you were the luckiest girl in the room. For me, I've noticed when I am truly embodying Lucky Girl Syndrome, I feel light and feminine. I feel calm and confident and like everything's gonna align for me that day and that I'm capable of handling anything. I like to repeat my affirmations while doing everyday routine tasks such as showering or driving. At one point in time, I did find that I had a more difficult time keeping my mental diet on weeks where I would have a very heavy work week. And this is partially because as a pharmacy manager, I work in a very fast-paced, high-volume setting that always requires a lot of thought constantly. I just didn't have the time to check in with my thoughts or repeat my affirmations as much as I'd like. And what I started doing to combat this is to repeat my affirmations when I am doing tasks that don't require a lot of thought, such as walking to the shelf to grab a pill bottle or waiting for something to print. I found if I do the repetition during this time, I can still keep my mindset throughout the day. And what I like about Lucky Girl Syndrome affirmations is that they are very simple and tend to have less resistance than ones regarding your SP or becoming rich. This makes them easier to fall back on days where you're having a lot of resistance with your regular affirmations. For those of you who are visualizers, you'll want to visualize high vibrational scenarios that feel good. For example, maybe you're on a beautiful beach in the Caribbean. The warm sun is shining down on your skin. The beaches are white. The water is blue. And you're sipping on a fruity little cocktail. For me, one thing I like to do is to string together multiple things that I want at once and visualize them as if it were just a regular day to make it feel normal and effortless. For example, before I bought my house, at a point in time, 3 things I wanted to manifest were A, my house, B, my management position, and C, manifesting back one of my all-time favorite techs who was taken by a competitor. So what I would do is I would begin my visualization in my home, waking up in my room that is decorated just the way I want and personalized for me. I would come downstairs and enjoy a cup of coffee in front of my fireplace with my cat curled up on my lap. And then I would get dressed in professional clothing that felt good and complimented me. And I would go to work where I would already have my management position, and I would have an awesome crew full of people that I respected and got along well with. And that technician I was manifesting back from the competitor would be there. And she's kind of outrageous and silly, so I'd visualize her just saying the most ridiculous things and making us laugh. And work would be both productive and fun. I would string these things together and repeat them until they felt normal and routine. And I would keep doing this until it actually did become normal and routine in my 3D reality as well. For those of you who are scripters, it'll be the same idea as what I said about visualization, except with pen and paper. And again, you'll want to really include the detail to make it feel real. You'll want to write about a day in your life where you are truly lucky and you have everything you want out of life. For example, maybe you wake up and are having your morning coffee, cuddled up with your pet and your significant other. What does your coffee taste like? What are you feeling as your significant other holds you? And then maybe afterwards you go out for a fun day with your friends. It's fun, high vibrational. What are you wearing when you go out with your friends? What's the atmosphere like in the place you're at? Maybe you're out paddleboarding by a pretty lake, or maybe you're out dancing at a club. Most likely you're feeling a lot of gratitude as you write this out and feeling truly lucky to have gotten everything that you want to experience in this life. Some affirmations you can use for Lucky Girl Syndrome in love are I am lucky in love. I am always prioritized and adored. I only experience the sweetest, most adorable relationships. I am always respected and valued. And all of my SPs are head over heels for me. Perhaps you'll couple these affirmations with the visualization of your SP holding you and telling you how they feel about you. Some examples of Lucky Girl affirmations in money are money flows to me effortlessly. I make so much money doing what I love. My wealth grows exponentially. I am a successful investor and I am a savvy businesswoman. You can couple these affirmations with visualizations of yourself working your dream job and hitting all your business metrics for that year, or of you investing your money in all the right places and really growing your wealth. I know it can be hard to feel lucky when your 3D is showing you the opposite. If this is happening, I would encourage you to try to ignore it. I know that's easier said than done, and it can be extremely difficult sometimes, but the more and more you practice this, the easier it will become. So at least try, and try for more than a day or 2 or 3. If you can do this, I guarantee that you will see at least some positive momentum. If you have to be delusional, be delusional. What do you have to lose? Try to pretend like whatever happened didn't happen. Or at the very least, don't assign negative meaning to it, such as being unlucky or that bad things always happen to you. So don't be one of those people. Don't do it. Instead, continue to focus on what you do want to see in your life. Your SP, they just sent you flowers with a cute love note, and they're falling more and more in love with you every single day. Your job, you are crushing it. You are hitting all your business metrics and becoming one of the GOATs. If undesirable circumstances do happen to you, at the very least, treat them as neutral events that don't have any sort of negative meaning attached to them. Well, that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in, my lucky queens, and consider this video your reminder that you, yes, you are the luckiest girl in the room. Until next time.